Right. Let's go. Here we go.
And so, I have delivered the girl to you as promised. Do tell our Lord to not forget the loyalty of his servant, Ramon.
Ashley!
Such a fool, Mr. Kennedy. To have been bestowed with Lord Sattler's...
You talk too much.
It failed!
You vulgar!
Utterly uncivilized!
Whoa.
Mongrel!
Oh, Leon.
Allow me to show you the power I've been granted by my master. The power of God! The stage is set for the final act!
Holy shit. It was super gangster the way he just like, you talked too much and took him out, but...
Leave me out of your crappy script.
Well then, why don't you show me what a first-class critic is like? Do your own actions.
Okay, so they explode, they're like proximity bombs, it's not, fine. Oh, wow. To be fair, at the moment it's just my thing that's been taken out, body armor. So I'm happy to just let it go like this for a little while I pick up all of these resources. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to avoid all of those, but... Alright, here we go. I think I can start fighting now. Just as my body armor disappeared. Yeah, I don't think you enjoyed that much because I was so busy prepping, I totally ignored the fight and I got taken out in one hit. Whew. Okay. Let's give this a second go. Magnum ammo, wow. Okay. A little bit useless to me. Yeah, they're not doing that much damage, so I'm not too worried. Ah, that's always a one-hit KO, I didn't realise. No! No! Okay, fine. I don't know, the first time that happened I must have got a little bit lucky. Where I got like the R2 prompt. So you can't get too greedy when that moment happens, otherwise you get one-hit KO'd like that. But this is a better find. Shotgun shells, I'll take that. These are always good, man. And there's lots more resources inside. What? How did that... No, but how did that not... That's not... That... No, 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 no. No, no, no. The proximity was right there. Ugh. That's annoying, man. I hate it again. It was one of those classic things where I planned something in advance. He fell into my trap and then nothing happened. I think it took like 3 seconds too long for him to arrive there. That sucks. That really sucks. Fine.
You are nothing but an extra in my script, Mr. Kennedy. So don't get too carried away. Your biggest scene is over.
Leave me out of your crappy script.
Well then, why don't you show me what a first-class critic is like through your own actions? Que bonito. You asked it a little superbly.
I feel like the machine gun would have been better here.
You're a better gangster than I imagined. For an uncivilized.
You're not so bad yourself. For a moldy son of a bitch.
He's having a whale of a time.
But I do wonder how long that wit of yours will last. Entertain my curiosity. Show me. Oh dear. That was well struck. I guessed, of course. Did you fall for it? You were.
Nice. Right, I had to manage that for a little while.
Watch your language, my lord. What would others think of you?
This means death. This long, miserable death.
Yeah, just don't stay in one. Even if I get hit by these, don't stay in one spot for too long.
Are you in pain? Distress?
Oh, okay, that was good. But I haven't used this yet, so I think we're still okay. It just gets quicker and quicker though. It's hard to find those windows to hit the actual body.
Why did you flee? You insolent dog! You tiny unexpectedly half-wit! You should never have been born! Demon child! I'll send you back to the hell you came from!
Yeah, the trouble is, it's so quick that I feel like if I throw a grenade, it's gonna zoom away somewhere else before it blows up. That's fine. I don't mind those little hits. So we're still doing okay. Just don't want to get that one hit KO. Nope. Nope. Okay. Run. Hanging on a bit here, but we're still doing okay. Is it worth healing again? I'll take a chance. I'll wait for it. I think even if I'm at full health, if it does that grab attack, I'm dead anyway. Oof. That was a bit unlucky though, that double hit. Did I pick up any small resources or anything that would help here? Flash grenade.
I'm gonna shut that mouth of yours for you.
Quick! No, that didn't help at all. Wow. I'm taking more and more damage. Yeah, got to try and not go too toe to toe here, otherwise I'm going to die very quickly. It's periodically dropping me stuff though, which is nice. I appreciate that. All in the name of a good show. There you go. You sad little man. Lip Rouge. Hoping I can sell that for a pretty penny. But there you go, that was a fun boss battle, I have to say. And the music was really good as well, really intense. Cool multi-floor arena for it as well. And I just loved the Leon back and forth as well. The way that whole fight started as well, like the way he just shot Ramon in the face. Just killed him. It was pretty clear, like part of me does wish they just kind of, that was it and you could bypass him. It would have been really, really cool. But I think you've got to have the boss battle. So that was cool. There's no way back from here anyway. That's why the merchant said, like, if there's any errands you want to run, then get on with it. But here we go.
Ashley, no time to lose.
So Lord Sadler himself remains as Krauser, and while Ada remains a mystery as always. What is she even doing in the story at this point? Just being all hot, teasing us and then disappearing. I think I'm underestimating how useful the pistol can still be even against bosses. I'm always like, I have to use a shotgun, or I have to use a rifle, or bullets, or grenades.
Krauser.
Shoot
Where
him!
do you think you're taking her?
There must be some kind of speedrun strat where you can shoot them through there. Right, where are we? Yeah, we did have to use some first aid there. I've only got one heal left. But I do have a very beefy health bar now, which is good. I'm sure it'll replenish itself soon enough. The merchant will probably sell one as well. Housekeeper's Memo 1. I have failed you, my lord. I was unable to fulfill your final commandment and keep the boy from the path of wickedness. I caught a glimpse of Master Ramon's evil temperament during his younger years. When he discovered his servant mocked him by uttering pulgasito behind his back, he summoned her to his private chambers. After forcing her to kneel before him, Ramon doused her face with a vial of vitriol he pulled out of his pocket. The young master watched with glee when the servant writhed in agony as the skin melted from her face. His twisted grin still haunts my dreams to this day. As time passed, Ramon's treachery only deepened, and that infernal cult soon learned they could prey upon his vulnerable heart. Curse the fiends! They've manipulated Master Ramon and turned him into their puppet. Worst of all, they've managed to use him to unleash Las Plagas that the Salazar family had fought for so long and hard to keep sealed away. Lord Diego, rest assured, I intend to watch over Master Ramon until the very end, whatever fate may befall us. As a faithful servant of the Salazar family since birth, it is my duty and my penance to you. Yeah, I mean, that guy's story progressed in a really interesting way. Look at that. So it starts here, goes from, like, you know, watch over Master Ramon, all that kind of stuff, to with tomorrow's procedure I shall find to surpass the limitations of this mortal shell. The amount of manipulation and madness from all of these cults is just, and the fact that there really are just some really odd and creepy cults in real life as well. It's always one of those interesting documentary topics. The kind of stuff that just seems so kind of, I don't know, normal to so many people. Like, there's always this element of, like, there's even people that are pretty...
Won't have to swim after all.
There's people that are just, like, pretty smart and pretty clever. Like, it's not always, like, the foolish and the idiots that fall into these cults. Sometimes people just get manipulated in such weird ways that people that you'd never expect to be a part of something crazy, somehow they just get dragged in and they just get manipulated in and become a part of something that you would just never in a million years think they ever could or would. But yeah, this guy needs a speedboat. This is that kind of game. Leon's really just like flexing all the superhero muscles right now.
Looking for something?
Yes, looking for you, dear. It's about damn time. Hey, 77.4 is pretty good. It's one of my best chapters, actually. Oh, she's driving, of course.
You look like you've got something to say.
I have something to ask you. But I don't think I'll get a straight answer. Raccoon City. You know, after the incident, the world changed. You try to save one person, 100 others die. I guess I changed too.
You. Leon S. Kennedy. You haven't changed. You just think you have.
So here's my question. Have you changed, Ada? Or are you just trying to use me again?
What do you think? We're here. Don't think too hard, handsome. See you later.
Story of my life.
I hate Ada in this game. She's the worst. Continues to do exactly what she's been doing all along. Just messing with us. But yeah, if Leon thinks for a moment that he's not being used by Ada, then he definitely hasn't changed at all either. I think that much of it is pretty obvious. They both want the same thing, but for different reasons, I guess. And yes, we've made it to Midgar. That's nice. Once again, though, what an absolute, like, beast of a game. It's just, it really is. It's just the Resident Evil experience on steroids, this game. And I was thinking more recently, like, it even reminds me a little bit of the whole, like, I'd only played Bloodborne, and then I played Elden Ring, and Elden Ring felt like the Soulsborne games on steroids in that sense, where it had a little bit of all of those games wrapped in and then multiplied by 10 in terms of its scale. Like, there were castles and areas in Elden Ring that felt like the size of Bloodborne, basically, anyway. And this game kind of feels like that for Resident Evil almost. It's just like, it's taken so many of the elements from the great Resident Evil games that came before it, and it just fed it into like this much bigger game and much bigger story that has its own identity and style as well compared to the previous. Like, it is a departure, but it's also familiar for Resident Evil fans, and it still draws on a lot of the foundations of what made Resident Evil great. It's a fantastic game, I have to say. I really wasn't expecting a game of this size, like in terms of like not like the length or anything, just the literal size of the game. It's wild.
Ashley, there you are. Spotlights. Let's avoid those.
And it's sort of combining a lot of different kind of genres and games as well. Like, I've been drawing parallels to MGS a lot, and like these areas just feel more MGS-y with like the spotlights to avoid and all that kind of shit. It's really, really interesting. It's like a lot of the best of Resident Evil combined with some great elements from other games too.
Look at all these busy bees. I better watch my step if I don't want to get stung.
Yeah, just absolutely amazing. Like, what I have understood, I think, over time is that I've heard a lot of people say that Resident Evil 4 is their favorite, it's the best, all that kind of stuff. And so far, I mean, I'm definitely inclined to agree. But I also obviously know people that came up playing Resident Evil, and even Resident Evil 4 was perhaps a bit too much of a departure from the first 3 games. So if people say to me, you know what, after the 4th one, or like the 4th one just in general, it felt a bit too different, and it lost a bit of that sort of intimacy, I guess, of the first games, like the first 3 games, then I can kind of understand that too, because it feels almost like a different game. Like, yes, it has a lot of the references, Leon's in it, and it does have a lot of the Resident Evil thing going on, but at least the remake so far, it's just, overall, it just feels like this could have been a whole different franchise, like a whole different game, that had, like, you know, people would say, oh yeah, it's reminiscent of Resident Evil, but it's a different franchise. It's that different. So, to me at least, it feels that different. But, by and large, because the differences are really damn good, I'm not like, it's not in a bad way, but I can kind of get that too. So for any like OG Resident Evil fans for whom like 4, like they like it, but it's not their favorite. They prefer like 1, 2, and 3 over 4. I also kind of get it because it does feel pretty different. Ah, okay, you can only just change its direction. You can't like switch it off completely. Fine. But to me, this is just like a whole. Oh, okay. This is just like a whole bunch of different games rolled into one in like a really nice way. Ah, okay. Let's do this first. Ah, yes. Boys here. Wow, that's a weird place for a eroded cave epitaph. Expelled by the militant wicked, we find ourselves in exile. Withered is the grass, barren are the streets. We wait in expiation. This isolated island our purgatory. Yet despair not, brothers and sisters. Our time shall come. Yeah, that's nice. Getting a bit of the history now of Sadler and the cult as well. Like early on, I would say for the first few chapters, I do think the story was definitely more like lacking, finding documents and all that kind of thing. But it's really picked it up, and so much happier in that regard as well. I think that was probably a bit of a byproduct of me not realizing just how big and long this game is compared to Resident Evil. I was like, I've been playing for 3-4 hours, and I feel like I've got very little story or documents or lore or anything like that. But turns out like I was way earlier into the experience than I thought. So I think that's part of the reason why. At this stage, I'm definitely happy with that stuff too.
I've got some new items in stock. Come take a look.
First, let's see if there's anything. Only 24. It should be more at this stage. Come on.
Welcome. Got some rare things on sale, stranger.
I mean, that would have been nice. Oh, we're done with the cubic device.
I'll buy almost anything. Thank you. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Easy to handle magnum
All
that
my
comes
wares are in
down
tip-top
to
shape.
the laser sight.
I assure you.
That's so nice. That's so nice. For now, I've got to get this.
Stocking up while you can. Wise choice.
Whoa. Got some big boy case upgrades as well. How much space does this take? Not that much, to be fair.
You'll get some bang for your buck. I guarantee it.
I think I'm going to sell this one. I'm just not
A
using it.
deal well struck.
Yeah, I think I really need to load up on money at this stage. Basically, I feel like if I swap to the Killer 7,
Come back anytime.
if I swap to the Killer 7, then I have a lot of weapons where it's like it's very make or miss. With the pistol, the good thing is because you have so many bullets that like you can kind of string some attacks together, especially against faster moving enemies. You don't have to make that like precise shot. So I don't know. I feel like these two together is probably a bit redundant at this stage, especially if you're not using the what's it called? The mines, the mine attachments. I've not been getting enough resources to kind of do it all because, well, now I want yeah, I need shotgun rounds. So it's just like I can't do everything. So for that reason, I'm wondering if I should just sell this one. Because I've been getting such plentiful supplies for everything else that like in a boss battle, I've not really been using this much either. So I'm unsure. I might actually do that. Get this and then just replace this with the Killer 7. Like having one weapon that I know is that powerful could be nice, but you might get a discount on it, so I'll be patient. I'll wait for like one more set of one more segment and then we'll go from there. But what I should do
Welcome.
I've got to remember to...
Good as new. Give that the care it deserves. Pleasant travels.
Okay. Let's go.